And I did talk to some of your college teammates, and one of their favorite memories was when you ordered something like 14 tacos. Is that kind of a common theme?
Shoot, maybe. I don't know. It happened probably a couple times.
Coach, was this Panther football for you?
Well, there was some good hitting out there, you bet.
And they take you into overtime. They miss their field goal. What are you thinking when you take the field?
Just to win it, you know.
On Tuesday, you talked about setting a tone. What type of tone did your team set that game?
Well, we didn't set the tone we wanted to.
You've seen Centennial before. How is it different being on a neutral court as opposed to home court?
Obviously, that plays a factor in it.
This is going to be a fun one. The Rushford-Peterson Trojans are hosting the Fillmore Central Falcons. They were actually practicing field goals right behind me, so I'm kind of glad they're done with that. The guys were great protecting me. Tyler, you wrote in here that you want me to ask you how good you are at cornhole, which makes me feel like you think you're very good. So tell us all about your cornhole magic so we can move on. So you could take some tips from Lexi. Okay, are you ready?
I could.
Okay.
Okay, I should take notes?
Yeah, you should be. I don't know why you're not already. Okay. RCTC's Lexi Hugeback is trying to become a professional cornhole competitor. She says anyone can do it. I'm not sure that's true, but let's try it. Lexi started this journey a few years ago, and she is making some noise in the cornhole community.
So this, it's Friday, and what does that mean, Mary?
We have some Friday night football to tell you
lot.
all about. A lot and so much fun.
So many
And it
games.
didn't rain.
Yeah, so we're thankful for that.
We are so thankful.
Compared to last Friday.
Listen, we still play football, though, if it rains.
Absolutely.
It's just the lightning,
Yeah.
okay? So let's get right to it. The undefeated Chatfield Gophers hit the road to take on the St. Charles Saints, and they dominated. The Gophers got off to a hot start. Well, the University of Iowa women's basketball team is making some noise this season. I hope you have heard about Iowa guard Caitlin Clark. She is changing the game, and she is not done yet.
And at guard, a 6-foot senior from West Des Moines, Iowa, number 22, Caitlin Clark.
Stuff that she does, it just looks so like once a lifetime, right? But like then she keeps doing it over and over. But these are actually the things that she worked on. And so when she tries it in the game, I'm like, there we go. I love it. But it, again, in the mind, right, is where it is first. Like there's nothing, you can't tell her she can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like you just can't. Because she's gonna do it.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
I mean, you all knew I was going to shoot a logo 3 for the record. Come on now.
The University of Iowa women's basketball team finished the season with a 26-4 record. Hawkeyes guard Caitlin Clark has been shining bright this season, breaking so many records, including that one, to pass Kelsey Plum on the Division I all-time women's basketball scoring record. And that was just the beginning.
We know who we were last year, right? But we had some big pieces leaving. So you think about our program now, they're fun-loving. They're best friends. They're super tight. They're a little goofy. They run fast in transition, right? They play like they're best friends.
The team has celebrated Clark and her successes all season long. She passed Lynette Woodard for the major college record scoring mark. And on senior day, in Iowa's final regular season home game, Clark passed Pete Maravich to become the men's and women's NCAA all-time leading scorer with a free throw.
This for college basketball history.
They used to call her Ponytail Pete when she was a little kid, and now she has the record.
The team has been selling out stadiums everywhere they go. In Iowa's game against Ohio State on March 3rd, it was the most watched women's regular season basketball game since 1999 on TV, according to ESPN.
The most fun thing to see is when you have the adults wearing the home teams, the road team for us, their gear, but then the kids, right? They all got on 22 jerseys or they got on Molly's headbands. That's been really cool to see, just kind of the houses being divided in that way. But I like to think that we're growing the game so much.
I'm just trying to soak in the moment. A record is a record. I don't want that to be the reason people remember me. I hope people remember me for the way I played with a smile on my face, my competitive fire. Sure, they can remember the wins, but also just like the fun me and my teammates had together.
I think our team has a really good grasp on who Caitlin is, and what she means to the game of women's basketball. And so, sometimes they have to sacrifice maybe a little bit here or there because she might get that, who knows how long it is, but that logo shot, right? But they know, that's my teammate, and I've seen her hit that shot. I've seen her work on that shot.
Coach Harmon works with perimeter players, and I asked her how we can all grow up to be Caitlin Clark.
It doesn't even start with the physical, right? It starts with the mental. So the first thing is that you got to believe that you can actually make it. That's where it all starts. Sitting down, legs are probably locked right on the catch or right into the dribble, right? We're going straight up, splash, follow through. We look at the crowd. We tell them, let's go. We clap 2 times, probably look at Coach Bluder, call the defense. That's right, we get back on defense and do it all again.
Here's what Caitlin sees when she pops that triple from the logo. And then we tried shooting her 30-foot logo 3.
Gabby gets the rebound, coming down. Glad. Hit the rim though. You got it. Get in there. Oh, a little short. Tougher than it looks.
Just to be in the same realm of all these players that have been so successful, whether it's Pete or whether it's Kelsey Plum or Lynette Woodard, like all these people have just given so much to the game. So, hopefully somebody comes after me and breaks my records and I can be there supporting them. And that's what makes the game of basketball so fun.
And as the team says, pressure is a privilege. Iowa will have that bullseye on its back tomorrow night in the Big Ten tournament. The Hawks are a 2 seed, earning a double bye. The team will tip off against the 7 seed, the Penn State Nittany Lions, at 5:30. One North Iowa athlete's dream came true last night. If you don't know the name Trevor Penning, I hope you do now. I was lucky enough to be able to attend his NFL draft party. Take a look at the moment Trevor's dream came true.
So what a major trade this is. Receiver as A.J. Brown has shown in his first 3.
With the 19th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning.
And when you saw New Orleans Saints on your phone, what was going through your mind?
Oh, my heart dropped. My heart just dropped. I was like, oh man, New Orleans, that's sick. Like, that'd be such a cool place to go. I mean, it'll be incredible.
About a month ago, I'm like, I think it's Saints 19. And I thought, but I hope earlier, but that was my gut feeling, way back. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's what happened. So yeah, he's happy, I'm happy. I don't care where he went as long as he's happy.
Trevor Penning is now a New Orleans Saint, getting drafted as the 19th pick in the first round of the NFL Draft. Trevor grew up in Clear Lake, Iowa, attending Newman Catholic and then taking his talents to the University of Northern Iowa.
And he's just a fun-loving guy. He treats everyone the same. He doesn't play favorites or anything like that. I mean, he's a down-home, small-town guy. I mean, you can tell he's from Iowa.
If anyone deserves it, it's definitely him. He's worked countless hours, super humble and great guy, and I mean, this is crazy for all of us to witness, and just he's leading the path for all of us, and it's just really, really cool.
Family, friends, coaches, and teammates gathered together at the other place in Clear Lake to celebrate Trevor's accomplishment.
Hopefully, hopefully it does a lot. Hopefully it shows, it doesn't matter where you're from. I mean, small town Iowa and Clear Lake, I mean, you can make it out of anywhere. So, hopefully I made them very proud tonight.
He made University of Northern Iowa history as a first-round draft pick. Congrats to Trevor. We are all cheering you on in this new adventure. And thank you so much to Trevor and his family for letting me be part of that special day.
Well, 2 youth hockey teams were met with cheers tonight when they showed up to Graham Arena in Rochester all to compete. And Mary's here now to tell us all about it.
Tyler, this was so fun. I couldn't stop smiling. This was awesome. So the Minnesota Wild surprised the Rochester and Waseca squads for the youth hockey spotlight game. The Rochester Mustangs hopped on a charter bus and were escorted by police cars to Graham Arena. From there, the kids did not stop smiling. The Rochester Mustangs were met with cheers when they arrived. Then the surprises kept on coming. When the team got into their locker room, there was gear decked out by the Minnesota Wild for the athletes to wear.
Very special. Very special. Like a celebrity.
Yeah.
I feel like the Wild boys.
Yeah. And then 2 former Minnesota Wild players coached Waseca and Rochester, Wes Walls and Stefan Bayou. Nordy the mascot was there too. I asked the Mustangs if they felt like they were the Minnesota Wild tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yes.
Kind of.
Kind of. Iowa line.
Yes.
Okay,
In a smaller
works.
not like the big capacity that they have.
The teams hit the ice and the Mustangs came out hot, scoring 3 goals in the first few minutes. Earlier today, I was right outside of Charles City, Iowa for a very special celebration. The All Iowa Lawn Tennis Club is celebrating 20 years, and the court they play on is known as the Court of Dreams, which is made of all grass. And it was pretty cool to see it in person. Take a look.
This is the end of 20 years of hard work and passion, and it's so wonderful to see my friends, my family, reunite with people who have been here and come here for so many years and just create a magical moment here amongst the corn on the Kuhn family farm. It's very special.
Mark Kuhn is the guy that started it all. This all-grass court idea was initially just for fun with family and friends, but it has become so much more.
It was never designed to be a destination place, just a little whimsical fantasy of Wimbledon Center Court, but it was the passion of my entire family that made it what it is today.
The All Iowa Lawn Tennis Club is celebrating 20 years, and 4 professionals hit the court this afternoon, including Quad City's own Madison Keys, Katie McNally, Nathan Healy, and KP Panu. I asked tennis professional Madison Keys how this court compares to Wimbledon.
Actually a phenomenal court. I've heard that someone was on their hands and knees with tweezers to make sure all of the weeds were pulled out. So it's a pretty fantastic grass court.
And 2 of the original cast members from the Field of Dreams movie stepped foot on the Court of Dreams too.
It's amazing. I'm so happy that I was able to get out here and bring a couple of my friends along with me. It's obviously a little bit different than the grass courts that I'm used to, but it's an amazing court, and it's so great to be back in Iowa.
Thank you so much to Mark and his family for letting me be part of that special day. All of the proceeds from today are going to the All Iowa Lawn Tennis Club Foundation and Madison Keys nonprofit called Kindness Wins.